Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're in this 2023 Jeep Compass Sport. I've had this for about a week now and put about 700 miles on it. And in this video, I'm going to be giving you my impressions on what it's been like to live with for a week. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the outside real quick. Now this is the base model Sport. This one is four-wheel drive and it's finished in white. I don't think it has any options but privacy glass. I think it's like some customer preferred package. Just looks like your basic A to B crossover here. Nothing too special. Nice commuter car. Got LED headlamps. Got the signature 7-slot Jeep grill there. Not too bad. You do get 17-inch wheels, Firestone. Destination, what are these? LE2. They're pretty aggressive little tires. Let's go ahead and take a look at the passenger seat. We'll go on this side today since I'm running out of daylight. You do get some nice trim materials here on the side of the door. Pretty easy ingress and egress. You do sit pretty upright in the back seat. It is kind of like straight up and down. Not the most comfortable, not the softest, but it gets the job done. You do get a pull-down center armrest with no pass-through, a couple cup holders, and a place to put a phone, I think. Some vents and a USB port and a 12-volt outlet down here. A couple mat pockets, plenty of leg room, about 3 inches, and headroom about an inch or so. Not too terrible at all. It's a quick shot of the dash. Looks pretty modern, looks pretty sleek. Not too bad at all. Nice 10.1-inch Uconnect system there. All right. Not a power lift gate, but that's okay, this is a base model. Decent amount of cargo space back here. Not the largest by any means, but you do not get a spare tire, and you get this fix-a-flat kit. I'm sure you could retrofit something down in here, like a donut or something if you need to. That comes down, you get some cargo spaces on left and right, along with this 12-volt outlet, and then it is illuminated. All right. Under the hood here is a 2-liter 4-cylinder that is turbocharged and made it to an 8-speed transmission. About 200 horsepower and about, I think, 24, 25 city, 32 highway, I believe, in this configuration. I'll put the exact numbers down here in the left corner. But I've been averaging around 30. Not too terrible. It sips fuel. It's not that bad. Up front here, you do get very, very comfortable seats that are just manual adjusting, no power here, not even heated, anything, but they are extremely comfortable. Go ahead and hop in. Plastic steering wheel with your controls for the center gauge cluster there with the digital screen, cruise controls, your standard lighting controls, blinkers, directionals, whatever you call them, wherever you're from, wipers. Once again, that 10.1-inch Uconnect display with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a very nice backup camera with guidance lines that move. Down here, you can turn off your auto stop start, your traction control, and the lane keep assist. I dislike this climate control system. I don't understand it at all. I don't understand why they put this in at all over the 3-knob style. That you see in traditional cars, back in the early 2000s or 90s or whatever. Give me back the 3-knob style. It is so much easier to do. You don't have to look down when you're driving to adjust your climate controls. I don't understand why they did this situation here, but you can control the stereo on the left and right, and you do get a button to turn the screen off when it's not, so it's not distracting. Nice little storage compartment down here with some USB ports and a USB-C port, electronic parking brake, your drive modes, actually terrain select modes, I guess, that control the all-wheel drive system or 4-wheel drive system on this Compass here. And 8-speed automatic, which is nice to see with no CVT. Couple cup holders that fits water bottles pretty nice. And you do get a kind of a smaller size center console there, along with a kind of a smaller size glove box. Manual dimming mirror, along with a visor that these lights don't seem to be working. If these lights are actually functional in this model, I'm not sure because this is a base model. If those would be functional. I mean, the materials in here are soft touch all around here. This fabric's pretty nice and stuff, but this car, as tested, let's get the Monroney here. I don't know if you can see that. Hopefully you can. Is $29,995. And as you can see, the only option is the customer preferred package, which I think is just the tinted windows. As far as the materials in here goes, for $30,000, leaves a little bit to be desired, especially having a plastic steering wheel. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and take this for a spin real quick, and I'll give you my thoughts on what it's been like to live with for the week as far as driving impressions goes. As you can see in my gauge cluster there, I've been averaging 30.1, and by my calculations, you know, the old tried and true trip computer and divided by amount of gallons of gas you used, I've been getting about like 29.8. So it's pretty accurate. It's not that far off. Now, some notable things that I want to mention here that I've had over the week is this climate control system. It does feel kind of cheap. It sounds kind of cheap. I don't know if you can hear it right now, but there is a rattling in the fan speed. You either have to have it cranked to like 5, and you just hear that, which is fine, or you just don't have it on at all, because I'm not sure if you can hear that, if it's picking it up on the video here, but it's like this rattling noise. It's really annoying, and it just kind of feels cheap, that like there's a bearing loose in there. There's some deer over there. Look at that. You guys stay over there. I do not want you in the front of this Jeep. But anyway, that's a notable thing that I've noticed this week, along with a little bit of bucking at lower RPMs. It's temperamental. I'm not quite sure. I can't quite pinpoint it on why it does it. At around 2,000 RPMs, when you're giving it a decent amount of throttle to get up to speed, you'll just kind of lurch back and forth a little bit. It's kind of weird. It's only done it like 4 or 5 times this week, and I can't quite pinpoint, you know, temperature ranges or why, or just causes of why it's doing it. But that's another thing that on my tester that's been happening over the past week. Now, this stop-start system is probably one of my favorite stop-start systems in the industry. It is dang near instant, and it's not jerky at all, and it just goes. That's actually nice to see a pretty non-intrusive stop-start system on this vehicle. Now, as far as ride quality goes, I have been really enjoying my time in this over the past week as far as that goes. It's quiet over highways. I did a test with my Apple Watch. Actually, we'll just do one right now. I mean, you see here, guys, 65, 66 average decibels. I had no issue at all traveling in this, and didn't find me trying to yell at my passenger as we were traveling this weekend. Now, as far as bumps and stuff goes, this isn't the smoothest vehicle. I went up to Michigan this weekend, and it handled the Michigan potholes pretty nicely. It's not too terrible at all, but it's definitely not the smoothest. Now, as far as power level goes, it's adequate. 200 horsepower. You put your foot down, you can, pass people or, merge onto a highway pretty nicely. Quick enough for what you need and the target market that this is for. Now, like I said before, these seats are really comfortable. My wife sat over here for about 6 hours traveling to Michigan this weekend, and she was really comfortable too. Yes, they are manual, but man, they are really comfortable. I was really impressed. Even the seat bottom here extends far enough out to where it's not cutting the circulation off on the back of your thighs. Just a very comfortable car to live with. Even though this has a plastic steering wheel, it's not super hard. Yes, I wish this was leather wrapped, but for a plastic steering wheel, it's pretty comfortable. Not too bad at all. Now, as far as features go, for $30K, this being the sport model, the base model, you don't get remote start, you don't get adaptive cruise control, you don't get like lane tracing assist or anything. This is just as bare bones as it gets. And overall, my impressions, I feel like this is overpriced by about like $5,000. I would love for this to start at somewhere around 25, because that's basically what I feel like it should be worth. Enter the roundabout here. Now, I do feel that front end starting to push. I mean, this isn't going to canyon carve or anything. It handles just about as any crossover would. Not really too sporty at all, and just wants to push and understeer. But it is what it is. It's not the worst. It's just fine for commuting to A to B. As far as the powertrain goes, I'm not too fond of the gas pedal tuning on this. There is quite a bit of delay on the throttle when you first get on it. Quite a bit of tip in. Like just now, there's like a second delay of, you know, when I'm actually getting throttle response versus when I put my foot down on the gas. It's a little bit annoying. You really can't pull out in front of anybody, and you really got to plan for that extra second of delay in throttle tuning or in throttle mapping there for you to get anything. Definitely not the smoothest powertrain at all. The transmission, unfortunately, this being an 8-speed, it's not the doesn't have that legendary 8-speed smoothness like in the Rams, as in the Chargers and Challengers. This is kind of clunky. It does get kind of confused at certain times. I think it's definitely tuned for efficiency and just kind of isn't the most smoothest 8-speed out there. Now the sound system does sound pretty good. I don't have the capability yet to do sound system tests for you guys, but I'm looking to do that, looking to add that as a portion to my videos in the future. As we're getting to the night here, it is getting kind of harder to see, but I do love these LED headlights. They're really bright. It's nice to see some headlights that on a lower priced vehicle like this aren't completely garbage. These mirrors, the side mirrors, are also defrostable as well, which is nice to see. It would be even nicer if this vehicle had remote start, so you could actually use that before you got into the car. It's better than not having it, especially in a climate like this where it's just cold and frosty and annoying all the time. All right, let's do a quick 0 to 60 test just from a stop here, just like how anybody would. No brake boost or anything, and floor it. Not too bad at all. Okay, now that my GoPro is cooled off from overheating, some final impressions on the 2023 Jeep Compass Sport. Overall, not a terrible choice. I do think it's on a little bit more expensive side, but I mean, overall, you get a smooth ride. It's quiet in the cabin, decent amount of tech in here, and it's very, very comfortable. But some things I would like to see improved is the bucking, you know, at 2,000 RPMs. I'm not sure if it's, you know, all of them or it's just isolated to this tester here. I'm sure it's probably just this one. And the quality control here on the climate control with the fan kind of making some bearing noises or something. Not quite sure what's going on there. All right, now the question is, can I make a conclusion in this video without my GoPro overheating? Let's find out. If anybody knows how to get GoPros to stop overheating, and if anybody knows why, you know, these are action cameras that are $300 and some, can't record more than 20 minutes without overheating in 64-degree weather, that would be awesome to have some advice there to figure that one out. Let's do a quick turning radius test. Let's take this to a full lock here. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. And then, you know, based on my testing, it is pretty maneuverable. Not too bad at all. All right, guys. Rear seat reminder there. Not too bad. Not too bad. Thanks for watching. Be sure to follow me on Instagrams for some behind-the-scenes content and some additional content at Paul's Place YT. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.